next we have Kiana Moore, and her company is Total Body Submersion.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, I was making sure that y'all could hear me. That was my test. Thank you guys for staying for my presentation. My name is Kiana Pauline, owner of Total Body Submersion. And at the age of 5, I nearly drowned twice. That's right there. And that's exactly how I felt at that moment. I almost became the second leading cause of death for children among African-American community ages 5 to 14, which is drowning. And 5 years ago when I started this business, I was like, we gotta just save everybody. I don't care how we do it. We just gotta make sure we just teach everyone, right? So I wanted to make sure that we could save those potential people that die every day, which is 11 people that die a day, over 4,000 people that die a year. But what was the root cause of all that? And that's when I did more research and I saw that there's a swim instructor shortage across the country that's affecting 1/3 of American pools, affecting millions of Americans that have adequate pool space as well as adequate water safety education. That's not helping 65% of African Americans that don't know how to swim, followed by the 60% of Hispanics that don't know how to swim, where African Americans are 1.5 times more likely to drown than their white counterparts. And still, my white counterparts, 45% of them do not know how to swim. So what is the solution to help this drowning epidemic? We're partnering with the community, churches, after-school programs, hotels. And we're making sure water safety is our priority, and we're meeting experienced instructors at their front door or a pool near them. This is how our model is working. It's a peer-to-peer model, similar to Airbnb, except for water safety education. Black and brown users will find us online. They'll schedule and pay at the same time with their instructor that they want to meet with, and they can come to their front door or to a pool near them. It's that simple. It's like an Airbnb for water safety education. So according to CDC, again, 65% of African Americans don't know how to swim, followed by the 60% of Hispanics, and 45% of white Americans don't know how to swim. So 165 million Americans don't know how to swim. But we're looking at Mississippi, that's 1.5 million people that don't know how to swim. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that y'all heard me on that part. But if we're really looking at the metro area, that's Hines, Rankin, Madison County, that's 275,000 people that don't know how to swim. Okay, so if my company, if my instructors, if we just take 0.5% of that, that's 38 people a week, 250 people a quarter. That's a $500,000 company that just served 1,300 people to learn how to swim. Okay, next. So survey says that we surveyed 75% users. Underserved communities, they said that they want someone that is experienced, certified, aquatics professional certified, and that they're within a 15-minute radius, and that they can be able to schedule and pay at the same time. And of course, again, time sensitive. So we're using digital marketing, which helped our revenues for the last 3 years, 15% increase through using Facebook ads, as well as going through churches and after-school programs. Now, our instructors, they're saying that they're underpaid, they're underworked, and it's seasonal work. So why continuing to go back into that same cycle? And we're making sure that we're paying them higher than the gyms and the public pools than they were working before. So this is what makes us different. We have a competitive local pricing, similar to our competitors. Swimply is actually scratching the surface, but their strategy is renting out random pools to random people. But our strategy is we have experienced instructors with water safety focus with established pools. And you can schedule with payment, you know who's teaching your child or yourself, and unlike our competitors, InstaSwim, Sensational Swim School, and Happy Swimmers, Swimply has touched the ground, but again, random pools, to random people, established instructors, to establish to establish pools. You get the picture. So $17 billion industry in swim lessons, where Swimply is evaluated at $160 million. So this is our financial growth over 5 years. We started in 2018, just graduated college, trying to implement this model. Didn't know what I was doing. In 2020, we did experience a dip due to COVID, and then we started to re-strategize our business model. In 2023, we were able to implement this model, and our instructors did 75% of the work, and this is when we realized that we have a go-to-market strategy with our business model that we're using today. With our traction of over 1,500 users, as well as our partners, Jackson Hines Clinic and Holiday Inn, just to name a few, and Jackson Revival Center, and our 7 contractors to date, we have the momentum to continue this business model and to move into other sectors of the market. Our Valley of Death shows that we'll have a $125,000 threshold for the first 22 months. After that, we will be able to be in profit. Those expenses cover our contractors, our community partner pools, as well as marketing and legal and insurance. Timing cannot be any better because, again, our competitors have not touched ground in Mississippi. We're keeping kids engaged year-round, building confidence, and there's a financial incentive for instructors. So we're building partnerships in the community, and it's convenient and meeting the demand to help reduce the drowning epidemic. Our revenue streams, or our laps of revenue, we have peer-to-peer, which is $110 on average that our peers are spending per month. During school breaks, they're spending $360. And then our community partners, they're spending $4,500 per 30 students for swim lessons. Our team, Kiana Pauline, Aquatics Professional Certified, and our accelerators that we've been in and been mentored by, Higher Purpose Co., Village United, and Windrock, and we just got accepted into the Get Procured program to help us with our financial strategy, which brings us to our future roadmap. Again, 38 people a week, which will be 250 people a quarter, 1,300 users at the end of Q3. Next year will bring us to a $500,000 company. We plan on moving forward with this strategy into other markets such as Tennessee as well as Georgia. And then that's pretty much our strategy to move forward into to years 3 as well as years 2 and years 3. That's my presentation for today, and I'm prepared to answer any questions that you may have. Don't be shy. Yes, sir. Do I have anything set up to? Like if we can subsidize and donate to the program to help pay for the training? Yes. So our ask actually today is $200,000 to cover marketing, contractors, and any non-dilutive grants to help that service children. So yes, if you do want to partner with us in a community organization that serves children, Jackson Revival Center is actually a great example. We've serviced them 3 summers with our swim lessons and water aerobics program, where we service their children and adults. And we also help service Sigma Gamma Rho Jackson chapter, where we did a water safety initiative, teaching them basic water safety as well as CPR and first aid. So yes, if you wanted to donate to an organization where we can partner and collaborate to teach those children, such as the Boys and Girls Club, I would love to collaborate with you after this. Yes, sir. Yes, so we want experienced instructors that have at least 2 years experience. Even the ones that do not have that experience, our goal is to have them go through our training. And then once they go through our training, which is online, then we'll set them up on our platform, and we'll pretty much get them users at that particular pool. Yeah, so that's why I said it's like an Airbnb for swimmers. So one of my clients she's a realtor in Byram, and I've used her pool for 3 summers. And I've put an instructor there, and we were able to service 125 users to this one instructor throughout the end of May through the end of July. So it's just a collaboration and a partnership that we will have to set up at that particular pool, whether it's in South Mississippi, Tennessee, or Georgia, or wherever your pool is. Yeah.
So what's the cost to a parent? I go on there because my son needs swim lessons. What's the cost to me versus, and I can pay for it, I'm just looking for a swim instructor versus someone who may not be able to afford, traditional swim lessons? How do they get?
So we do have competitive pricing for the people that cannot afford swim lessons. That's when I do have a separate nonprofit that people can contribute to and give funds to. So that way, if you can't afford it, more like a code that you can put in saying, hey, that your lessons have been covered through my platform. Yeah, if that answers your questions. Yes, so I made a nonprofit just separate of my organization, 100% focused on my business, but my for-profit business, but I just made a separate nonprofit in case there was anybody that wanted to donate to somebody, and somebody has covered a few children of mine that couldn't afford it, and they donated to that nonprofit organization so that way they could get a tax write-off for their purposes. Will that be a voucher form? That's something that we'll probably have to talk about after this. Yeah, we can definitely talk about that. I saw somebody's hand. Don't do that. Any other questions?
What's the assumption of how many lessons a kid needs before they're competent in swimming? So, and then times the cost. So what's the revenue potential of each kid as they learn how to swim?
So how many lessons do they need to learn how to swim, and how much I'm gonna get based on that average? So based on that average, that was a $360 dollars. Yeah, so I based that off of the average of what they need. So that's just about 8 to 12 lessons. Now, my children with disabilities, they need more than that, just to be honest. So, because I do find instructors that specialize with children with disabilities. But on average, they need about 8 to 16 lessons. And then, of course, there are children that need more than that, given that they're incapable. Not they're incapable, but they have a disability in learning.
What do you see your competitors that you had up there earlier? Do you see them as being one of your potential buyers when you exit, or you?
I hope so.
What is your exit?
My exit strategy is to grow the business model to a multi-million-dollar company and to be in the southern region in the next 5 to 7 years. That's my goal. If Sensational Swim School is probably the bigger market compared to InstaSwim and Happy Swimmers, so if they're like, hey, you're touching more markets than we are, you want to bring that over here? I'm like, yeah. Let me focus on my kids and let them have their dreams. So yeah. Yes.
You made reference to special needs children. Is that something that insurance companies will cover?
Yes. I did talk to someone about a week ago that she was trying to help me to do an onboarding process for that. So I can't really answer your question more in depth than that, but I'm trying to start the process to see if we can help offset the cost for the people that can qualify for swim lessons for health insurance purposes. Yeah.
I think this is so necessary, so admirable.
Thank you.
What has happened with the connection with the family wise and the wise that do this? Is it less expensive, more expensive, not as effectual?
So, one more time.
One more time.
Uh-huh.
YMYW Family Wise, I know address this business model. I know that they have swim lessons. I just don't know how much they cost and how effective it is and if they belong on your storyboard. That's my point.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can talk more. Yeah. Let's talk in a second, because I'm having a hard time trying to gravitate what you're asking. I apologize. Thank y'all so much.